this game is about to be like Selena Gomez trying to sing a song. Horrible.
Damn, that thing was terrible.
We're underway from Heinz Field.
Damn.
And that drives coaches insane.
He said you're
when they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
That nigga funny. That nigga
Well,
funny.
maybe you should have played at 5.
He said you're funny.
All right, let's see what he got. Let's see what his defense got.
Gonna give this one a counter. That one good for 10 yards.
$1.
And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you got the jackpot there.
He said you ain't intercept
Here's
shit.
a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Hey, tell him to take a chill pill.
They'll try and run forward.
He said come over here and
down to the
talk.
48, enough for the first.
You want me to go there and talk my shit? I got you.
Yeah, he said come to massive 2 shits and come talk your crap.
Maybe I will.
Massive 2 shits.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And a good burst there right from the start. As
He said you have a modern controller.
12 yards that time.
He said
Just a modern controller, yo.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Big bet. Touchdown.
You haven't even played in 10
second
years.
down, Connor looking for
All right,
space.
good defense, old man.
One thing to keep in mind,
He said good defense, old man.
You've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions. I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He said nice way of getting away.
Huh? What do you say?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Nigga, you talking about me or not? Talking about y'all going to use the timeout.
Well for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt.
He almost missed it. He almost missed the field goal.
The Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they
what is he running?
Oh my! And 3 points.
How do you kneel in this game?
You just type triangle.
You just tap triangle. Pick one. Hail Mary. Run.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
He's good at defense.
In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in
the
I can't even press what button. I can't even see what button you're pressing.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down.
I can read every single play that he chooses.
Now it's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. The reception good for 7.
My dad knows how to play. He might not be the best, but he knows how to play. You're 3rd and 6, by the way.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
They're fucking with my defense.
Possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You play this
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 6 there on the first down.
Talking about Madden Mobile?
I like the idea to mix it up.
I play that shit too.
Let's face it, you can't
I'm a level 206 on there.
But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
All right, now, left 30.
What level are you on Madden Mobile?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
That's level
and the only time it makes
172.
sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Set! Like 80!
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he gets it down to the 32. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And I don't think he got there.
He did make it over.
He did not. They stop him a yard short.
That's some bullshit.
He needed 2. He only got 1.
I'm finna get the ball back.
The Packers D comes up
said
with
he's
a big
gonna get the ball back anyways.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Tell him don't race quit either.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline.
He plays this game too much.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Huh?
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now.
Excuse me, I didn't hear that.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he will not be able to hook up there.
You just gave him the ball.
Boy, a real head scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over
Your beer's right
at
there.
the 10-yard line.
Tell him he don't need no more beer.
He said you don't need any more.
Yeah, that man don't need any more. With the handles he's playing,
you don't need any more either.
He's slipping Skippy over there.
They got a 1st and 10
right
from
here.
the 10.
Rob,
Yeah, tripping, bro.
go get him the beer.
Rodgers
I ain't
will
getting no
keep
shit.
it.
Fuck that quarterback's
He said
turn.
you
Down to about the 10-yard
He
line.
said your quarterback's
Only
turn.
a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were
Aaron Rodgers
surprised
ain't the goat no more.
start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately,
He's called me a
not a
boy.
lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Gay waggle. What?
319.
in your mom. 12 inches deep.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Taking it all the way.
Picked off by Mark Barron. He's at the 50. He's at the 40.
No, he's running with it.
20, 10, 5. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Ooh.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot.
Shit, I fucking missed the fucking field.
He missed the field goal, too.
And they took big advantage of it.
I'm still up by 9 points. I'm good.
Excellent blocking.
Wait, hey, he said, I suck, but where's his point at?
He said he sucked.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
He hasn't played in 10 years.
No mean, eh?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
If you want a rematch, you can get it tomorrow.
Decent field position.
He said if you want a rematch, you can get it tomorrow.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
Wait, let me find out Rob just got his hand.
Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do.
He said it ain't my fault you got a bad time.
Position, not try to take advantage of it.
Sometimes the defense makes it too.
He said he ain't got a bedtime.
Take that sack.
A big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
You gotta press it one.
But there's just a wave of pressure there.
You press circle or X.
Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Tell him he has to hold it.
Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
You got me.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one. And you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This is fielded a
Tom
couple
doesn't want me to
yards
stop taking it easy on him yet.
And
He said you want him to start taking it easy on you
It will
yet?
cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
He said nope.
Conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light.
And now here is another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the
He said you're a
return
little
stops.
cocksucker, aren't you?
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little
My
bit.
dad said you probably should get a job.
No, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran
Yeah, they came up yet?
Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though.
Yeah, call him again. I got you.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Maybe a free play now for Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted.
Interception!
Picked off by
Flag on the play.
Savage.
Thanks for my ball back.
And his guys are going to take over at the
Thanks for the ball
39-yard
back.
line. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Hey, what did he say?
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
What do I want to do here?
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. That'll be taken in there by James Washington.
What did he say?
That shoots out like electric.
30 before he's out of bounds. They get only
He
4
said
that
go
time
stop
as
the
that
big
leads
black
us to a
man.
4th down.
Oh. Tell him I like big titties.
He said he likes big black titties.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field.
He said
you cheat. Sudden change, right?
You calling me a
interception,
cheater?
you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Cheat.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Unless it's on the math test.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Tell him I'm waiting for that next interception.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But
he said my dad said he's got to go kill another dude.
Oh, let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start.
Thank you.
My goodness, another interception.
He said thank you.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
Hey, tell him don't quit on me now.
Nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football.
Trash.
It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger.
What the fuck?
The middle, and it's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette.
Oh, he's quitting.
Bring up 2nd down.
No, he's
that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than
rather kill something than play a video
to an opposite color jersey.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
We gotta go. I gotta go.
He's still here.
Really?
He's driving through the yard because he can't get out.
Dude, I'll be back, y'all.
That is so fucking nuts.
What?
He's driving through the yard.
Johnny, you're down. You're bleeding out, my guy.
I think he ran. I was gonna go talk to him and he's gone.
I heard his car. So I was like, is he still here? So I looked out there and he's like backed up in front of the truck and he went around in the yard around my car now.
Alright, I'm back, but alright, it's time to cancel the live. Nice whipping your dad's ass, nigga. Nigga trash, fuck.